What is going on, guys? How are you guys doing today? You guys doing okay? We are live. What is going on, Nick? You doing okay? What's up, guys? You guys have a good Sunday so far? Here I'm trying to... There he is. What's up, guys? I'm just doing a weekly live. I'm trying to get a hold of these things every Sunday. But here we go. Every Sunday, trying to get these lives going on. I'm trying to get this camera right for you guys. Perfect. There we go. You guys having a good Sunday? So we're gonna go over what I did this past week, what we got coming up, and everything in between. But as it is right now, how is everything sounding? Is everything okay? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Blah 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 blah. Everything sounding okay? Everything looking good? Is it laggy? Let me know. It says my streaming status is poor. Comment in the chat if the video looks and sounds okay.
Looks good on my video.
Need your guys' help because I can't see what you guys are seeing. Itzy says it looks good, but does it sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good too.
Alrighty, perfect. We got 2 confirmations. So I'm gonna try to do these things every Sunday and kind of just give you guys a heads up on what changes at the dealership week to week and what we got planned, because there's a lot of stuff I don't post on videos, obviously, because I'm only posting lately 1 time a week. I try to do 2 times a week, but sometimes I get busy. But wait for a few more people to get in here. It looks like you got a pretty cool Corvette for your profile picture. What year is it? I'm trying to look at it. What year do you have? Pops 305. What is that, 71, 70? I can't really. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Sorry, my thing's always in caps. My caps are on my computer all the time. 1969. Awesome. Well, if you ever want to sell it, let me know. Perfect. Well, let's get into it. So, I got a video coming out. Probably not going to post it this week. Probably be a couple weeks because I want to get the car here first. But I just bought off a YouTube follower. I just picked up a pretty rare car. I'll show it to you guys. Now, this obviously isn't the exact one, but here it is right here. I just picked up a 2008 Chevrolet Corvette Indy Pace car. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good as well. So I just picked up one of these cars right here. Not a convertible. I got a coupe. So I got the coupe. It's got 27,000 miles on it, and it's standard, which is pretty rare because I believe they only made 70 in standard. Standard transmission. Bought it all the way out of Massachusetts. So he follows us on YouTube and he wanted to make a deal with us. And we ended up buying it. So they only made 500 pace cars, 234 coupes, 266 convertibles, 148 total manual, 77 in coupes. So you know Corvette guys are always like this. You've been wanting one for a while. Not this one. Not this one. I actually kind of forgot that they made these in this year. I've been wanting a Grand Sport, and I didn't get the convertible. This one's a coupe, actually. I've been wanting convertible C6, but that's because I had my buddy John from New York who's been wanting to buy one, but last time I heard from John, he wasn't doing too well. I actually haven't heard from him in about a month. But, oh yeah. I can't spell it to save my life. I just type M-A, and I'll try to spell it. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. How was your birthday, Nick? You have a dinner party? What'd you guys do? It was Nick's birthday the other day. So this is how you know Corvette guys are a different breed. They always got to break the numbers down into super, super small numbers. So like right here, total production 2008 Corvette standard transmissions was 11,074 being convertible in the pace car. So they got to break it down by down. So then you get to, my car was 1 of 20 made. My car was 1 of 50 made. Come on, man. It ain't that rare. But Corvette guys are always like that. So, we got that. I want to show you guys a truck that this guy's trying to trade in for my 69 Corvette. So, I've had a lot of flakes this past week. A lot of flakes. So, best modern day. Yeah, exactly. It is the modern day theft protection. So I just posted this. Obviously, I just got this car, my 69 Corvette. I just got that in Wednesday, and I've already had 2 or 3 serious people flake out on me. I mean, serious people flake out on me. Like, one of them was really bad. One of them was one of you guys who also lived in Massachusetts. You watched the YouTube video I posted. Made a deal with him. He was going to go get financing at a bank. Gave him a little bit of a discount. But he got cold feet at the very end. Cold feet at the very end. So, luckily I didn't care because I had another guy. The guy who actually bought my 71 Corvette. He wanted this one. My red 71, he wanted this one too. So I made him a deal on it. And he wanted me to look into transportation. He wanted it there Monday. I said, not a problem. We'll get it to you. He lives in Texas. And he was supposed to be calling in a deposit and some money and all this stuff for 2 days. Never heard from him. Haven't heard from him. So ghosted after he negotiated with me, made me call transportation and all kinds of stuff. So 2 serious flakes on this car. I had another 2 serious flakes this past week on this car. Another guy that watches some of our YouTube videos, he lives here locally, and he wanted to trade in his C5 Corvette, which was really rough, and on this one, and made him a deal. He was supposed to come back the next day and get it, but never showed up. And then Friday, Itzy had one of our old customers that I've sold 2 Corvettes to come in and look at this car. They test drove it. He was there for a while. Made him a deal on it, and he was supposed to come in Saturday to get it, and I had it all detailed up for him, ready to go, just like the way he wanted, and no show, no call, no answer. There he is. How you doing, my friend? So those were the two. So I had 4 flakes on 2 different Corvettes. 2 flakes on this one. And 2 flakes on my 69. I'm a first time here live. I've been watching you for 4 months now. I love your videos. I'm a little bit older than your dad. Live in California. Awesome, Ernest. Thank you for tuning into live for the first time, man. That's great. That's great, Ernest. I appreciate that. Well, I can tell you what. You're a lot more technologically savvy than my dad because he does not understand the difference between the lives and regular YouTube videos. Buyers are liars. Yep, that's a good saying. And for everybody here that's in the chat, Nick Hoffman, tell him happy birthday. It was his birthday a couple days ago. Is that burgundy red a special anniversary color only? I don't think in this year, yes. But they do make like this color burgundy for other models. But any of the anniversary cars, at least from the C4 and C5, I'm not too familiar with the C6s, they're always this color. So like the C4 will be this color, obviously C5 will be this color. Every 03 is technically a 50th anniversary, but this is the true one, this color combination. Who cuts a deal and says they'll be back tomorrow, then ghosts you? Some people just say. A lot of people. A lot of people, unfortunately. I'll give you guys an even better one. This was well, technically I sold the car, but I'll tell you guys a worse one. Let me find it. I think I put it back online. This was Friday. So this was like a 2-day sale. So I have this Honda Accord. It's a 5-speed manual, which nobody knows how to freaking drive manual. So I kind of just want to get rid of the car. Yep. Listen to Nick. Everybody hit that like button. Certainly helps. So here's a 2009 Honda Accord. It's nothing special. And for a lot of the new guys that just found my channel, I have 2 car lots, which is the sports cars, classics, and then this is the buy here, pay here side. So you see Get Smart Auto, that's like my cheaper cars that I finance if you live here locally. Anyways, you can see the price. I have it for $88.88. A guy calls me up and says, I want to buy it cash. Can you make me a deal on it? And this is already a repossession. We've already repossessed this car. I forget when we sold it, but the guy went to jail or prison, and he gave it back to us because he obviously couldn't make the payments for it anymore. So we get the car back. It's already a loser. His payoff on the car was $7,800, $7,900. Obviously, you see I have $8,800 on here. And this guy calls me up. He says, hey, I need that Honda. I need a good gas saver. I'm driving my truck. It's killing me on gas. What kind of cash deal can you make me on it? I said, man, I don't know. I'm already losing too much money on this car. Bring me cash. I'll take $6,500. $6,500 could be yours. He's like, okay, cool. Do you mind if I come drive it? Of course not. Comes in Thursday night. Test drives it. Comes back, and I've already told him $6,500. He's then there for an hour, late at night, about 30 minutes before we're closing, trying to negotiate down to $4,500, knowing I have $8,800 as my sale price. Okay, he's over there trying to get $4,500. I'm like, no, I'll do $6,000. That's it. And he's just there, no, acting like he knows the market, which he doesn't. But this is just kind of car. I know it's going to be a hard sell. It's standard. Nobody in my town or in general knows how to drive standard. So I was like, look, bro, just bring me $5,500. That's it. That's rock bottom. $5,500. You can have it. And he's like, 5,000. Nope, 5,500. You gonna let me walk over 500? Yep, there's the gate. And so anyways, I was extremely for him at 50. I really didn't think he'd buy the car, to be honest with you. And so he's like, okay, well, I'll go to the bank tomorrow and I'll get the cash for it. I said, okay, 5,500. He's like, yeah. So fast forward, so that was Thursday night. Fast forward to Friday afternoon, he comes in. And when I say he was there for 3 to 4 hours, he was there for 3 to 4 hours, trying to negotiate me down from $5,500, which we already agreed to, back down to $4,750. $4,750, even after we agreed to $5,500. Okay. And so I was already getting super annoyed with him, and then the guy that came in that flaked out on my anniversary car, this guy can buy it. Actually, I've sold him 2 Corvettes. So this guy's over here for like 4 or 5 hours now, negotiating on a $5,000 car that I'm already losing money on. So I'm not very interested in it. So I started talking with this guy and trying to help him get into it. He wanted to trade something in, then financing. So I started dealing with him, and this other guy's still debating over this $5,000 car. He's at my dealership for a total of probably 5 hours. And anyways, I was like, I don't know what the problem is here. I said, I really don't know what the problem is here. But look, $5,250, buy it or leave. Buy it or leave, $5,250. I mean, yeah, I've showed you all the different models for sale in the country. I'm literally stupid for selling it for that price, but I just want it out of here because it's a repossession. So we finally agree at $5,250. Well, after about another 30 minutes of him thinking about it. And then he springs up. Oh, well, actually, I don't have all that cash. You say, wait, what do you mean you don't have all that cash? Well, the bank only gave me so much. I was like, we're talking about a cash deal, now you want me to finance it? I was like, this is stupid. So I was like, okay, man, how much cash can you give me? He was like, $4,000. So I mean, how long do you need to pay off the difference? The difference was $1,900 after sales tax. And so I was like, a short-term note. So I'm thinking like 3 months, 4 months. So I was like, okay, it'd be like 400 payments at like 5 months or something like that. Oh, you can't stretch it for a year? Hell no, man. Not a $5,000 car. You told me you're going to pay cash for it. So anyways, I ended up making this stupid deal. Like, I don't really know. I think I just made it so he'd just take it. So I pretty much gave him everything he wanted. He drives it home about 60 miles or so. So that was Saturday afternoon. He comes back Saturday. That was Friday afternoon. He comes back Saturday morning, and hey, man, the car popped a check engine light on it. I was like, okay, did it drive any different? No. I turned it on. It was fine. I was like, okay, man, well, I see you got your tool bag there. I mean, you check it out. Oh, well, no, he's from Corpus. The guy that I repoed it from, it had a GPS on it, but I guess he cut the GPS off, and when he cut the GPS off, he cut one of the wires to the OBD scanner, so you can't scan it. And I mean, you just got to connect the wire back in. But I was like, hey, man, yeah, look, just connect the wire back in. You can scan it, fix it. Oh, I'm not fixing it. And so that's literally, look, I rolled my eyes. I was like, you know what, man? Here, give me your keys. Huh? Yeah, give me your keys. I'm going to give you all your money back. What do you mean? I'm going to give you all your money back. I'm going to take the car back. I don't want to do the deal. So I just gave him all his $4,000 back and took the car back. Because it was not worth having headaches and a crybaby over a $5,000 car when I have it listed online for $8,800. So yeah, that was the biggest waste of time this past week. Thanks to my daughter and happy belated birthday, my kids. We're all season. I'm reading some comments now. So you found our channel from your daughter. That's awesome. You've been seasoning now for 71 years. Awesome, awesome. Nick, you're only 65, man. You're still a young buck. Somebody used car. What's up, waves of the world? How you doing? Some people buy a used car. They expect to be brand new condition. They're up for the payment. Yeah, that's actually, it gets worse and worse as the years go on. People's expectations keep getting bigger, I guess, and their credit keeps getting worse. And so they're buying like this one. He's buying a 2009 Honda Accord, which at this point he's been there for 5-6 hours total between 2 days to look at everything, drive it, and then wants to come back and complain. Said, screw that. Take all your money back. I don't want to deal with you. But yeah, so like right now I'm kind of just at the point to where I want to get rid of headaches than customers, get new customers. I'd rather have less headaches. The leads on new cars, yep, currently brewing. Yeah, I went over this at the beginning of my live stream that I just bought. I'll go over it real quick. I don't know if you were here or not. I just bought this one from a YouTube follower in Massachusetts. Now, obviously not the exact car, but I bought a 2008 Pace Car Edition. They only made 500 of these cars total in 2008. Mine is the coupe. I bought it, no, I'm not calling you. I just didn't know if you were here or not. I didn't know if you saw this car or not. I bought this one from a guy in Massachusetts. So, you know what's weird? All of the people that view my channel and stuff, they're all from the Northeast. Like all of them. Northeast and Florida. So, this one is coming out of Massachusetts. It's got 27,000 miles on it. And it is a 6-speed standard. So, 27,000 miles, 6-speed standard. Supposedly super, super nice. He lives in Massachusetts, and he said he wanted to start doing some business with me and open up a business relationship, and this was going to be the one that broke the ice. You're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, awesome. Good old Milwaukee. Can't even pronounce it, let alone spell it. You're in Hawaii and Las Vegas. Well, you got a good name, Waves of the World, out there in Hawaii. Get down the, what are those called? Hula dancers? New York, awesome. I've never been to New York. I'm assuming it's not practical to have a car if you live in New York City, but I guess the rest of New York, yeah, it is good. Bobby, you did the right thing as you're telling this story. I'm saying forget this guy, just chase him off the lot. He's not serious and he didn't have all the cash. Yeah, that was the weirdest part, was he's trying to make me a cash deal on a car and then spring the very last second that he had no cash. Well, some of the cash, but not all of it. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Looking for a Corvette for my Vegas house. Awesome. You know, I actually talked to a guy earlier this week that he, like you, has 2 houses. He has one in Vegas and one in, where did he say? I forget where he said his other house was. Miami. Is that you, guy? Pops 305? Is that you, guy? What year IROC do you like? We went on an IROC spree where we sold the hell out of those like late 80s IROCs. And yeah, Ernest, it's sometimes better just to get rid of headaches out the gate, especially on a car you're not really making any money on. Yes. Everybody go tell Pops 305 to sell me his car. That's another. You're asking me about leads on cars. Look at Pops 305. Guy, sell me your car. I talked to Pops earlier this week. A few days ago, actually, I think. Could pay your employee regular wages and save your money. Okay, and actually, thank you for bringing up a good point. I'm gonna tell you guys another funny story. Not even funny. So I sold. If you guys watched my last video, let me see here. I get too many freaking tabs open. Let's see. Need to pull up my last video. We'll watch it for a few seconds so I can tell you a backstory. Born and raised Bronx, been living north of city 20 years. Don't waste your time visiting New York these days. City sucks these days. Never came back since 2020. Yeah, I see a lot of videos on like Instagram and stuff. You couldn't pay me to live in New York City. I mean, I'm sure the rest of New York is beautiful, but New York City couldn't pay me to live there. I'm trying to find. You think as many YouTube videos I post, I can find my own videos. Alright. Here we go. I'm on the wrong thing. But yeah, a lot of our followers are in the northeast area, which is great. But you know, it's so weird. Texas is the biggest state besides Alaska, but you know, in the regular U.S., Texas is the biggest. And my following subscriber ratio in Texas is very small, which is very weird. I hardly get any phone calls from people in Texas. They're all so I get killed in shipping. And I'm going to get to your point about why I don't pay my employees or somebody to go drive a truck over there. But I'm trying to get to my channel, but I can't even get to my own freaking channel. Alright, here we go. Watch the first few seconds real quick. Alright, this Corvette right here. This one right here. So we sold it. I'm right here in Corpus. Sold it all the way over here to Delaware. Or no, that was New Hampshire. I bought a car from New Hampshire, got it shipped down here, and the guys that brought my 69 are going to take this Corvette back up. Maybe we'll find it for you. So this Corvette right here got picked up from the world's best transporters. This guy right here, the sweatsuit man with one pant leg rolled up, his stomach hanging out. Let's see, where he's at. He's not being a good camera girl, not showing him. Where is he at? Here he is. There's the world's best truck driver. Right there. This guy right here.
You cannot hear the video. You have to put the volume up.
The volume is all the way up. You guys couldn't hear the video? Anyways, world's best truck driver right here, transporter. He picks up my 2011 Corvette. This is Wednesday. I shot this video Wednesday. He's still in Corpus today. His truck broke down. So, and the stupid part is he speaks no English, obviously. I say obviously, but no transporter speaks any English. Picks up the Corvette Wednesday, supposed to take it to my client's house Friday or Saturday. Obviously doesn't get there. Doesn't call me, doesn't let me know, doesn't call the client. Luckily, I'm smart enough, I put a GPS inside the car, and I see it's like 30 minutes outside of town. So today, on my day off, I go over there and see what the problem is. Well, this idiot's truck's breaks down, and he's waiting on parts, but lets nobody know. So my customer, Mark, who's a great guy, if you're watching this, Mark, love you to death, that him and his wife are freaking out because they've already sent me the money. They've watched this video, so they know the car's already been picked up, and they're wondering where the car's at. And then they see this goofball, this Russian guy. I don't want that Russian guy transporting my car. And so they think that it's a scam, that they got scammed, this and that. And so I drove 35 minutes to where this guy's parked at, took a picture of the car, called Mark, said, look, Mark, your car's safe. They're having truck issues. They have to get the part in. Then they have to drop off one car in Virginia, West Virginia. Then you'll be the next one. But your car is not going to. What really scared them is the video I posted before this one where I had a truck stolen to Mexico. So they think their car is going to be stolen to Mexico. So I've been kind of dealing with that, which I understand it from their point of view. They're out money. They have no car. And when you buy a car sight unseen, you get really antsy. You get really, really antsy. You want it immediately. But I'd remind him, Mark, when you sent me a cashier's check, that took a week to get in, buddy. You're trying to ship a whole ass car across the nation. Doesn't happen over that, and things pop up. But to answer your original question, Mr. Chasing the Dragons, why don't I pay employees and do it myself, is because of this situation right here. I don't want to have Jeremy go out to Massachusetts or Virginia or Milwaukee and then break down on the country road, and now you got a truck broken down, and by the time you pay all the gas, him to do it, the wear and tear in your car, it's not really worth it. It would be super, super cool if like, I don't know, my dad and mom could go out there with like a 2-car hauler. If we so lately it's been working out pretty good to where we buy a car here and then we end up selling a car to somewhere back up here. So I buy a car down here and then the shipper comes back up and takes the car around here. That would work out perfect if we had one to where maybe I bought a car here, and then I sold a car up here so we could take a car up here and then pick up 2 cars and then they can videotape it. That would be really cool. But the reason I don't do it myself is because I don't want the wear and tear on one of our cars and then broken down on the side of the road like this guy is. So he's been sitting in a car for 5 days, broken. No house, no hotel. He's sleeping inside of his truck. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. I'm paying these guys so I don't have the headache of having to worry about that stuff. But yeah, that was a good move on the GPS part. I do agree. I do believe so. But yeah, transportation's definitely horrible, guys. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And then we're going to get into transportation right now. I'll show you guys the price difference. Yeah, so that's a big problem. That's a very big problem. So the problem with shipping and transporters is there's a lot of, like you said, fake, non-insured people, right? So let me see if I can show my screen, make sure I don't have anything showing that's too important. I don't think so. Alright. So this is an auction website, ACV. This is an online auction that's all over the country. But you can also ship with them as well, because since they're an online auction, there's people buying cars left and right, and they need some outside cars, so you don't even have to buy on their platform, but they need cars to make their total shipping costs lower. So you can get quotes from this place. The problem with this place is, so now they're acting as the broker. So ACV is the broker, right? ACV, broker. That's who you're paying. That's who you're doing business with, me. Then they hired a driver to do it. So I'm not doing business with the driver. I'm doing business with ACV. ACV is doing business with this guy. Well, this guy says, well, I have a buddy that lives right around the corner from that car. He'll do it a lot cheaper. He's closer. So now this guy pays this guy. This ACV, the broker, is not doing business with this. ACV's only checked this guy's insurance. This guy doesn't care about this guy's insurance. So he hires this guy. And then this guy may hire another guy. So now me, I have no idea who this guy is, this guy, just ACV. So when the car gets here, it's usually somebody that doesn't speak any English, doesn't have insurance, and is on a rinky-dinky truck. And so if something did happen, you're screwed. Well, technically not, because I'm doing with the broker, so I could go under the broker's insurance, but it's going to be a whole ordeal, because they're going to fight with this guy, and then this guy's going to say, no, it's this guy, and then this guy's going to say, no, it's this guy. So it's going to take months and months and months of stuff to get anything done. So, like on the people that shipped the 69 and took that 08, the 2011, I was comfortable giving, even though he looked super sketchy, I was comfortable giving him the load, the work order, because the guy, I didn't go through ACV for that deal. I went through somebody else, and I paid him $260 to verify all the insurance records, verify the trucking records, verify the driving license, make sure everything was legit. And so he verified everything. He went through 6 different companies and finally found one that checked all the boxes. So that was that guy's he's just a driver. He doesn't own that company, but the driver, that company is legit. Everything was good. So that's why I felt comfortable taking it back. Now, if I went through this place, they're not going to check like that. So the person who's actually driving my car is probably not insured or licensed. So I don't know. Yeah, and enclosed is just like so freaking expensive. So I got a quote on my Corvette I bought. So for my pace car that I have coming down, and this is where it gets tricky for me, okay? I'm going to show you guys what, I want you guys to let me know what you would do if you were me in my position. Knowing everything I just told you. Knowing everything I just told you. Give me a second so I can type everything in. And look at it as if you were a business owner. And you make the smartest move. The smartest risk move. So just in your head, think if you were me, what would you guys choose to do? And maybe I'll listen to you. All right. So to ship my car from Massachusetts that I just bought from a YouTube follower, I got a quote yesterday of the guy that I used to get my 69 Corvette down here. Not the driver, not that company, but the broker. He charges a broker fee to verify everything. He gave me a quote of, where's his name? Right here. He gave me a quote of $1,590 open 590 open. So what open means is it's on an open trailer, like what you saw in my video, or 2,500 enclosed. All right. So enclosed is the best option because it's safer. All the rock chips. It's going to be a better driver because it's more expensive. But when you're looking at it from a profit standpoint, that's $1,000 out the window on a car that you're not going to make that much money on. So my expected profit on this car is about $3,500 to $4,000. Actually, no, after ship, it's going to be about $3,500 is my target profit on this car. So if I then go and spend an extra $1,000 on shipping, that the car's still going to arrive the same way, maybe without one little scratch or without whatever, is it worth $1,000 out of my pocket for that? So comment what you guys would do if you were me. Would you ship it open or enclosed? And then once you do that, I have another dilemma for you that I have to deal with. So I'll let you guys think about it. Comment in the chat what you guys would do. And it is actually, speaking of price per miles, Massachusetts to me is 2,023 miles. 2,023 miles away. If any of you guys live in Corpus, Peerless Cleaners, good cleaners, they bought a Corvette for me. And they gave me that cup. None of you guys are typing. When are you guys still thinking about it? Would you ship it open or enclosed? Because I have another question for you guys as well. Okay, 1590 is open, is a good deal. Yep. And so this is going with the original broker to where he's going to verify all the insurance records, all of this, all of that. Open. If I were you, I would ship it open. You have to experience it, pass deliveries to judge it by. Yeah, exactly. All right, so obviously only would do enclosed for a show car. Yeah, so if I was dealing with like a, $150,000, $200,000 car, I would probably, and my profit margin was a lot bigger, I would obviously do enclosed. Enclosed is not only more shielded, but those transports are probably more reliable. You have proper insurance. About to add to, but you have to build that into the price. Yeah, see, that's the problem right there. Is you're right. It is a lot more reliable form of transportation because the driver is going to be more reliable. But the profit's not there. If you lose one car to Mexico, you're going to take more to recapture that loss. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. So then let me throw this into the mix. So that was one quote. Here on ACV, I could get it done for $1,044. So that's saving me another $500. So instead of my target profit going to be $35. So this is like in business, well, at least this is what I try to do, okay? I'm trying to maximize my profit without passing it on to you, the consumer. I'm trying to get my costs, make my money, and getting my costs and expenses lower. Because I don't want to have to buy a car, and originally I want to sell it for like $29,000, $29,500. But now I got to sell it for $31,000 because I paid an extra $1,000 in shipping. I'm going to add an extra $1,000 to the price. Or I was going to pay $1,500 in shipping, and I was going to sell it for $30,000. Well, if I can save $500 here, I can make the same money at $29,500. or $29,700, and I'm not passing that cost on to you. You guys get what I mean? So I'm trying to make, instead of making money off you, I'm trying to make more money on lowering my expenses, my costs, if that makes sense. So the problem with this quote is it goes to that scenario I just told you. I'm doing business with ACV, but they're doing business with another broker who's going to broker that one out, who's going to hire a driver, who's going to maybe hire another driver. So it's like four or five people in one transaction, 4 of which I don't know, and 3 of which ACV doesn't know. And I've never really had a car go missing using this. I've only had one bad instance with this place. I did buy a car out of California and used this platform. Worked out fine. But you know, here's the deal. Do I save $500 here for me and the consumer, and use this, which is not shady, but it's, you know there's a little gray, there's a lot of gray area, okay? There's a lot of gray area in this one. Or do I pay the $1,600 and know that the person's verified, but at the end of the day, the car's going to get here regardless? You know what I mean? And you just saw what a verified transport is, a Russian guy that doesn't speak English. And they're just going to hire the same person. So that's the problem with the transporting industry. So I don't really know which way to go about it. And they're both unreliable. They're both bad with ETAs. They're both bad with calling you. So it's like, which are the worst do you want to get? That's my problem about buying cars all over the place. Regular shipping costs if they own the risk. Yeah, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. And for all you guys watching, I do cover, actually, for all you guys that buy out of state, I cover a majority of y'all's shipping costs most of the time. If you guys don't beat me up on price too much, of course. So like the guy that bought that 2011 Corvette, he make sure the gain on the backside of the mic is all the way down. I don't even know what that is, man. Don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's up or down. Don't know if it's up or down. But, yeah. I'm fine. Itzy thinks I'm a little baby and has to check on me all the time. But, yeah. Getting back to what I was saying about Mark. He got a really great deal on his Corvette. It was clipping. Okay, perfect. Anthony, everybody in chat, there's Anthony Ponce. He is still yet to post a single YouTube. Look, yeah, thank you guys. I mean, you guys can comment if the sound is bad or not. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not an expert at this, Yeah, so Anthony Ponce is my videographer for all of our, used to be all of our short-term content, but now we post so much that it's a minuscule part of it. But he makes all the really good videos and edits. So if you guys have a business and need some, I think he's trying to do some marketing now, check him out, even though he posts nothing on YouTube. But yeah, you guys need to let me know if the sound is bad. Thank you for looking at that, Anthony. But what was I say? Okay, so Mark, yeah, he bought that 2011 Corvette. It was $5,000 cheaper than all the other ones in the nation. He paid me what I was asking for it, and I went ahead and covered 50% of his shipping for him. Even though he got a really good deal on the Corvette, I also covered 50% of the shipping for him. But I do try to cover majority of that. It's not worth the headache to save $500 going with that. Just go with your last broker. Play it safe. Well, the last broker gave me a headache as well. If it's all the same, just use a lower quote. Why pay more the same transport? Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like what wonderful Colorbird said. Colorbirds. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it's kind of, you get the same experience and you're getting the same transportation regardless. You're getting the same experience. There's not one better. The only thing I liked about using the broker, the one that I just used, is I know the person he talked to is the one that's bringing it. That is the only thing different. Is the person he talked to is the person bringing it. The person that ACV talks to is 99% of the time not the person bringing it. It's somebody else. And they usually probably don't have insurance. I've watched a bunch over recent weeks. So yeah, I don't know. And you can see estimated, so, and it's not quick, guys, either. So you can see right here, if I booked it right now, which I'm not because I haven't got the title yet. I should be getting the title here in a few days. It's gonna take 9 days, quotation, because that's a lie. If I book it now, it'll take 9 days to get to me. It's probably gonna take 2 weeks if I booked it now. But you can see I'm buying it from Brimfield, Massachusetts. Guy, if you're still watching, let me run I think you texted me. I'm gonna show you. I have a truck. I have a transportation truck. Let's see. And you know what's stupid? If I buy older cars like, I'll tell you guys here in a second. So Guy in here, his name's Guy, not actual Guy, called me up earlier this week looking to get a quote on his 69 Corvette. Did you see the comments, Itzy?
No.
You had the microphone all messed
I
up.
was trying to fix it, but you were looking at me and I was trying to fix it.
Because I already fixed it.
Before that, remember I kept hearing it?
No. Continue. Alright. So you see I got 2 different dealerships. I got a bad memory. Alright guys, here. I'm going to show you how much it cost me. 3301. Thank you, Itzy. $301. I'm just gonna, oops. Let me see here. Find any random VIN number. All right. So this quote right here. So a guy in here, like I told you guys earlier, he has a 69 Corvette. I talked to him earlier this week and to maybe see about buying or what have you. Just to ship it from Miami to me is $1124, but that's not an accurate number. This is it for anything over 1982. When it comes to classic cars, it doesn't necessarily have to be classic, but anything that doesn't have 17 digits, they jack up the prices like crazy, like stupid crazy. So they'll probably try to charge me $1,600 almost, maybe not 16, but $1,400, $1,500, just because it's a classic car. And if I tried to do it somewhere else, and this is them actually, if I tried to do it from another transport company, they would probably charge about 1,100, same as this, about 1,000, 1,100 for a normal car. They'll try to charge me 1,600, 1,700 on that platform. But if I use the guy who I just used my with my 69, he'll charge me a normal price of like 1,200, 1,300. So even though it's the same trip, the same car, same everything's the same, they adjust their prices on the age of the car. So like I could ship a $45,000 car. This one right here. I can ship a $45,000 car. And it's going to be the exact same quote. But if I throw a try to get a quote for a 1969 Corvette, it's going to throw out $1,500, $1,600, even though it's almost $20,000 cheaper than this car. That's just, that's the thing that's bad about transportation. Nothing makes sense. It's the same trip, same everything. So that's what I got to deal with on a daily basis. So other cars I'm looking to buy in the works is I got a lead on a 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, baby. Z06, which ain't cheap. You guys know I don't like the C7s personally. Not a fan of them. I say that all the time. Yeah, that's their excuse. What's up, Ed? How you doing, my friend? Finally made it. There we go. Glad to have you on here. But yeah, that's their excuse, is that they are that they say they're more valuable. Well, they say it's hard. They say the classic cars are more valuable. And so, but this is the same situation right here. Well, it's not there anymore. I just put a $45,000 car in there, and it's the same quote as an $8,000 car. If I put in a 19, I don't know, if I put in a 1980 Datsun that's worth $4,000, it's going to shoot me a bigger price than that car, even though it's only worth $5,000. But yeah, so I have a pretty solid lead on something like this. Not manual, it's automatic. But let me know what you guys think. So this is a tough one. I've never bought one this expensive. This would actually be the most expensive C7 I've ever bought. I don't know. It's cool. I had this my first live welcome as well. And this is kind of a weird story and how this guy even found me. So the guy that called me on that car, he wasn't even a YouTube follower. He owns a business in, where's he from? Missouri? I think he says he lives in Missouri. And he went to go do a job, and he saw a guy had a Corvette in his garage. And he said, man, I got a Corvette. I just inherited it. I'm thinking about selling it. I just don't know where to go to sell it. And so he said he went home, and the guy he did the job for ended up texting him later that night. He said, hey, this may be a long shot, but you need to check out these guys at STINGRAY on YouTube. Maybe they'll buy it. So I guess he looked me up on YouTube and called me up the next day, and we may have a deal worked out for him, which is crazy. So somebody else that follows our channel referred him to me. So that was really cool. So he inherited this car. He has a coupe, Z06 2LZ, which is the middle of the package for the Z06s. Inherited it from his dad, and he wants to sell it to pay off his mortgage. It has 17,000 miles on it, and the values on these cars are just kind of like all over the place. Like when you look, that's the problem about book values. If I look up a Kelley Blue Book value on this car, trade-in's like 62,000. If I look up NADA, it's 46,000. If I look up MMR, which is auction wholesale, it's 65,000. It's just all over the place. It's all over the place. So I don't know. I made him an offer on it. Maybe we get it. This one's making me scared. Well, this is kind of old. But had 19,000 miles on it. So 2017 with 19,000 miles. So I did some. Oh, that's a O. But it's kind of nerve-wracking because 1, I don't really like the C7s. 2, this would be the most expensive C7. 3, I've never dealt in a Z06. You just never know. Yeah, exactly. You never know. So I think it's pretty cool that I think it's really cool actually that we get kind of phone calls all over the place just from posting some videos online. But I've been really taking YouTube pretty seriously this year. I've been posting videos on there for a couple years, but this past year I've been taking it seriously. But now, I don't know, everybody's using, like a lot of the guys you see on, do you guys watch any other car channels, like George Saliba? Did you hang out a lot as a kid? It seems like a cool way to grow up. Hang out? No. Wash cars? Yes. Wash cars. I've been washing cars since I was like 4 years old. But do you guys watch like other car channels like George Saliba, that Bends and Bow Ties, the Car Guys, Alex, Moving Merch, all those guys? They all use one guy to, like, if you watch their videos or shorts, or even there's like an EV guy out there now, and they're all blowing up. They all got like 10,000, 12,000. Well, George gets like 100,000 views, and they all use like one guy. So all their stuff is the same because they all use one guy, and they're all blowing up out of nowhere. But I don't know. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. If it works, it works. I would love to buy it. I would rather have a C6 Z06 than one of these, personally. I'd much rather have a C6 Z06. I want to see if I can edit the miles range, maybe. I don't know. So I'm trying to see like comparable comps. So we need to look for sums with like. Wow, it became the same episode every time. This have cats. Yeah. Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? I haven't seen Gentleman's Garage. I'll check it out. And thank you for that. I do feel like my channel's more relatable, just because I don't know. I'm actually filming an actual, like, if I post a day in a life, that's my actual day in a life. And like nothing's edited out. Like I leave the bad parts in. I leave the good parts in. Well, thank you, Will. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, posting more videos and shorts gets you noticed. That's how I found you. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's what I kind of been doing lately, is posting shorts. That is one thing I learned from George, at least, is because I kept wondering, how is this guy posting so much content? And then I was like, man, I feel like I've seen that before, but where did I see it? He was just taking his YouTube videos and making shorts out of those. And so I figured out how to do that. So that's how I've been posting a lot more shorts lately, because that's how you get reached more. And yeah, he does post a lot of exotics, which is awesome. But that's not for like the everyday guy. Like this car right here, a C7 Z06. That's not a cheap car by any means. Especially for like the working guy like me and most of you guys that worked your whole life. I mean, this would be like a huge expense to most people. And so, I don't know. I think that's why it's a little bit more relatable to this channel. Is these are like obtainable cars if you work hard. You go buy a $400,000 Lamborghini. It's a whole nother ball game. That's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll catch the waves. And I'm not really too worried about being huge or big. I don't really want millions of subscribers or anything like that. I just want to buy cool cars and sell cool cars. So like everything going right now is really cool. So like everything's going real smooth. Well, I wouldn't say smooth, but it's going. This is the way I wanted it to happen. I never really made a YouTube channel to grow on YouTube. I grew it so I could sell and reach more people and buy cars from you guys as well. I'm trying to find some comparable cars, but I keep talking. I'm not even looking at them. I keep scrolling. I'm trying to see one with like 20,000, 18,000 miles. I guess I should just look at the prices. I mean, 1LZ, how many miles does this have? This had 57,000 miles on it. Well, okay, well, this makes me scared, I guess. So here's a 2018 1LZ, so it's the base model one. Has 12,000 miles, sold for 57,000. That doesn't make me feel very good about my offer. Let me see what you said. You're just like a Texas used car salesman. That's cool. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do get a lot of hate on Facebook for my outfits. Can you ever more of the repair costs of the used cars coming in? I think that'd be cool to see some videos. Those challenges randomly. Does Itzy have any sisters? She's so cute. I can't help it. No, she has a brother. And he doesn't look like her. Nope. But she has a mom that looks like her. She has a mom that looks like her. I've made a few videos on the repair cost before. And you know what's weird? Some videos that I post like don't get that much views that I think are really good videos that should get more views. Oh, we broke 4,100 subscribers, so that's awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. Broke 4,100. How old is your mom?
47, 48.
47, 48.
Guys, help me convince Bobby to go to Macomb, Dallas in October, November. He says he doesn't want to take the day off, but I told him like...
She wants me to go to... So she wants me to go to... Not Mecum, Mannheim. Or,
Mecum.
Yeah, Mecum. She wants me to go to Mecum in Dallas this year. But it's like 5 days. And she wants me to make a whole YouTube video about it.
And I even told him, like, we can stream over there. We take the camera, we take some mics, we stream over there. Because you can see the live Mecum, but you don't see what's going on in the background, how crazy it is.
Like this one right here. Part 2. It's only got 2.8 thousand views. Oh, her mom's married, by the way. She just got remarried. Like this one right here. This was a really cool video. I really thought this was going to get a lot of views because this was a fun video to make. And I was buying cars at an auction. And it was actually performed worse than me just looking at cars. So this one I was just looking at cars. Didn't buy anything, no auctions. This one's jam-packed full of auctions and actually worked, did less. I I thought this one was going to do really good. This one did good. But sometimes there's like videos that just do horrible. Like this one got like 400 views, I think. 566. Whole auction of buying cars online. Did bad. And then random videos blow up. Like this one, 20,000 views. You all should do flying around Tesla classics for sale. You can hit up Dollywood while you're there. You see about me coming out doing people eventually follow on YouTube. Yeah, no, the Mika would be cool for sure, but let's see how long it is. It's just a really long thing. Mika. My computer's gonna die. Itsy. My computer's gonna die.
It's lagging?
It's gonna die.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. So in Texas, they have two different Mecum auctions. Houston, which me and my dad used to go to a lot. We haven't been in like, what, 2 years? Because every time we go, we try to sell something. And that's always the case at auctions. You try to sell something, it never brings any money. And then you try to buy something and it brings all the money. That's the way it goes. All right, so Dallas-Fort Worth. It's October 29th. That's not that long. You said it was going to be like, how long is that? 29, 30, 31. 4 days. That is a long one. So that's like 5 days off from the dealership. That's a long time to be away. It's a long time to be away. But I would like, that'd be a really cool YouTube video. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird filming in like places like that. Like if you saw where I went to the car show here in town, or the car meet, or whatever you call it. It was kind of awkward a bit, just having Itsy follow me around, and I'm talking to a camera while everybody else is there like, hey man, what's this guy doing? So I'm sure at Mecum it would be a little bit more awkward. Let's see behind the scenes. I don't know. We may do it. But I'd like to see. The problem about that is, I know I probably won't buy a car there because one. You go first, last 2 days. Yeah, the last 2 days are really expensive. Yeah, you're right on that. But that's where all the cool stuff is. So like, that's a double-edged sword of it. That's the cars you guys want to see in the videos. So if I'm gonna go record a video, I'm gonna show you guys like the best of the best cars. But the problem is, if I go there, I want to take like 2 cars to sell, and then it turns into like a whole big old ordeal. And then you take 2 cars, like, okay, well I sold them. Well, now I want to buy a couple of cars, and it just adds up really quick. And this is like, Mecum is the best. They have it made. Okay, if I could just get rid of everything and do this, that would be awesome. So to list a car there, I'll register to bid. Oh, that's the bid. So they charge you to bid, by the way. They charge you like different packages or something, but I think it's like $200 to $500 to bid. And then if you want more passes, that's even more. So let's see that. Consign today. Oh, well, it's not going to give you any information. But if you wanted to sell a car, like if I go, I'd obviously want to sell a car. That would run you. Oh, Itsy wants me to show you this. She had a bidder's pass from when we went. It's got her name on it.
Bidder in training. Oh,
bidder in training. Mecum Gold. This is the last time we went to Mecum. She wanted me. Where'd you just have that lying around or what? So if you want to sell a car there, you have to go, and it depends if you want to run it no reserve or with a reserve. No reserve means you sell it regardless of what it brings. Reserve is the way normal people run it, unless you're crazy. And that's usually, depending on the day, it could be anywhere from $500 to $1,500. So the later days, like Friday, Saturday, in the prime times, you could be paying upwards of like $1,500. So whether your car sells or not, $1,500's out of your pocket. You're gonna have a bidder's pass, so that's $2,000 out the door. Have all your hotel rooms, which Itzy just told me was over $1,000 if you want to stay. So that's $3,500. Then you sell your $40,000 car. They're gonna charge a 10% fee, so that's $4,000. So now you're out of your pocket $7,500 to sell your car. Oh, then the transportation from me to there, it's $550 if I have another car coming back. So let's just average $700. So now you're at $8,200 just to sell a car. I mean, it's not profitable. And it's the same opposite effect to buy it as well. You got to pay a 10% fee to buy it. So the Mecum is the one making a killing because they're making 20% on every car, plus the bidder fee, plus the list fee to even list the car, and then all the food, all the beer, all the merchandise that they sell. So it turns into a really big expense. So like for you guys, if you had like I don't know, whatever car it is, you don't want to run the expensive day. You want to run a regular day. It's going to run you about $700. $700. You got to ship it out there, where that's going to cost you whatever. It's going to cost you 10% of the sale price. So if you got a $30,000 car, it's going to be $3,000. $4,000 car, $40,000 or $4,000. And so when you think about it like that, say you have a car that's $30,000, and you keep getting offers of $27,000, $28,000, but you want $30,000. So you know what? I'm going to take it to Mecum auction, and I'm going to get $30,000 for it. And it brings $32,000. You're like, man, I knew it. I knew I was right. I knew I could get at least $30,000 for it. And then you go and collect your check, and your check is for $27,600 minus your listing fee. Now you're at $26,000. So now you're even less than what you could have taken for as an offer, and all your time. So yeah, they bring the money there, but the actual net check in your pocket is not the same. So that's like our Mustang. Oh, did you guys see this big old Texas-sized truck? This is my dad's baby right here. You want to talk about a restoration? This is a nut and bolt rotisserie restoration. This is a fully nut and bolt restoration 1965 Ford Mustang. Two months after we bought this car, I had a guy offer my dad $55,000 for it, $54,000 for it. He turned it down because he wants $60,000. He thinks it's worth $70,000 to $75,000 at the right time and right place, but he wants a minimum of $60,000 in his pocket. Look at underneath the car. Look how clean this thing is. Anyways, so even if we got $65,000 for this car at Mecum auction, $65,000, that's going to be a $6,500 fee. Now we're at $58,500. It's going to cost $1,500 to put it in the prime time spot. Now we're at $57,000. It's going to cost $700 to ship it there. And now we're at $56,300. So, and that's if it brings $65,000. And that's not including the hotel expense. That's not including the food. That's not including that into that. That's just the cost of selling the car. We go from $65,000 sale price to a $57,000 net check. So, I mean, you know, is it really worth it to sell your cars there? You get the money for them, but you don't actually get it in your pocket. So I mean, we could have just taken the $55,000 for it when we first bought the car. But my dad is like you guys. He likes to say he sold the car for this much money. This is a beautiful car, though. He loves this car. We're obviously a Corvette dealership, but he does love this Mustang. But yeah, so that's kind of what's gone on this past week. We didn't really sell that many cars this past week. I did sell our 2020 Charger. I do have my Camaro sold. Well, I have a guarantee on it. I have this thing sold for $40,000 to another dealer. So I'm just, this was a trade-in, so I'm waiting for the title to come in. So title should be in this week. If I don't sell it before the title comes in, I will sell it to the other dealer for $40,000. So this car will be unloaded this week. Hopefully close the deal with that Z06 maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that. It's kind of, it's a C7. I'd rather have a C6 Z06. That 69 Firebird, that's my dad's car. He's restoring it for my younger brother. But he lets it sit out there and it falls apart. So what we got coming up this week, close out my Camaro. This past week's just been dealt with trying to get my 69 Corvette in here. That like took up majority of the week because I kept delaying it. And then making a YouTube video to post on YouTube. That was majority of last week. This coming up week, we're going to try to sell some cars. Get rid of my Camaro. Maybe buy that Z06 C7. Want to sell this one right here. This one will probably be sold this week, hopefully. I've been getting blown up on this car right here. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I have a guy that lives in, here's my Facebook. Our Facebook's been blowing up, but not in the good way. A lot of haters. But it has been blowing up regardless. I think we reached like 1.8 million people this past 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This guy right here, he has this truck he wants to trade in. Let me know what you guys think about this truck. It's a 1972. Awesome. You paid $300 for it. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is a 1972 Chevrolet C10, been restored. He told me these decals do come off. It is the step side, which is great. What do y'all think a truck like this is worth? What is a truck like this worth? It looks really clean. Again, these decals do come off. He wants to trade it in on that 69 Corvette. I think he sent me a video of it. $350, looks like it has AC. $20,000. I think you're pretty spot on, honestly. I think you're spot on. I had a 79 C10 that was white. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I think yeah, I think you guys are right. I do think it's around a $20,000 rig. I sold my 79 for, I think we sold that one for like, I don't know, 16, 17, something like that. This one looks nicer condition. I don't know if, I mean, kind of looks the same. But I think he wants 20. He said he'd take, I think he said he had 35,000 in it. I don't know how true that is. He says these things retail 25 to 35. I doubt it. He said he was thinking 25 difference or 20,000 finance difference. Y'all cover shipping. I was thinking, I don't know, what's he saying? I think he said this wrong. I think the way this reads is he wants 10 to 15,000 for it. But I think he means he wants 20,000 for it. What do you guys think? And I'm pretty sure he sent me this truck. He said it came out of Texas. He said it came out of Conroe, Houston, Texas. And I know for a fact I've seen this truck. Somebody sent me this truck before, and I can't tell if it was him or the person he bought it from. Because I remember the decals, and I was like, man, I don't really like those trucks. Or I'm not into those trucks. No, he doesn't want to. I'm not buying it. He wants to trade it in. Yeah, the last one I had was hard to sell. It was hard to sell. He lives in Gulfport, what is that, Missouri, Mississippi, something like that. Yeah, it's one of those cars that are different. The decals do come off. I mean, it looks like a solid truck, but yeah, I mean, it's just a truck, you know what I mean? But who needs to sell me the cars? Guy needs to sell me a 69 Corvette in the chat. So we got, so that's what we got coming up this week. Try to close out some deals, get some money in here. So we got the Camaro deal. We got a lot of leads on that 69 Corvette that we'll have to go through. Hopefully close out that 03 if I can get a hold of him. He's a real good customer of mine, so maybe he just got tied up. You know what? I would like to buy a Tesla, like a cheaper Tesla, and try it out. I would like to buy one to sell. I don't think EVs would be, I don't think there'll be a deal in the future, personally. I do think Tesla will be. I think Tesla will be like that luxury, like a luxury brand. Kind of like a Maserati, where you buy it brand new, and then 5 years it's like pennies on the dollar what it was worth. I think Teslas will be like that, to where, you know, they're a high status kind of car, but then a few years down the road you can pick them up kind of cheap. I think a lot of the big guys got away from EVs, so like Chevy, Ford, Honda, Kias. A lot of them got away from Ford, from their EV ventures. But yeah, so hopefully sell some cars this week, get some money in, so we can go out and buy some more cars. They are already like that. Yeah, I know. I think it'll get worse though. Like, I mean, in a couple years, who's going to want a 2015 Tesla? I think Bowman needs to make an appearance. I can hear her playing. Yeah, she's somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. What's in the showroom right now? Let me see. Have I posted a picture of it? I wonder how I could post. There's got to be a way you could post pictures and stuff in here. But what I have in my showroom right now is this Corvette is in the showroom. So as soon as you walk in, well, I got 2 doors to the showroom. So let me see. And you click faster. I'm trying to show you where it's at. Okay, so it's right here. As soon as you walk in, this car is in the showroom right here. Then we got my dad's Mustang in there.
Say hi.
There's my dog Bulma. Say hello. So my dad's Mustang's right here behind this. This curtain's not here no more, but it's right here in the curtain. Woody is in. So we have a 1949 Woody that's in our garage. So that's in the garage. Corvette is right here. 65 Mustangs here. We got a boat car that's right here. What's up, Reggie? Where you been, my friend? So we still got the boat car there. Then we have 2 Harleys right here in the middle. So Corvette, Mustang, boat car, 2 Harleys. It makes sense for you to take a small business loan. Use money for like 10 more. Buy here, pay your cars. You ever sell boats or motorcycles? I got 2 Harleys that are for sale. I wouldn't say we sell them because I've had them for a while. They just, I don't know. The problem thing about Harleys is, or motorcycles in general, is that you can't let anybody test drive them. If it's not brand new, banks don't finance them. You don't want to finance them personally because someone can go wreck it pretty easily. So you got to pretty much sell them cash, which is hard. People that buy cash stuff, they only want 4,000 or 5,000. So I got 2 Harleys. Do I sell them? Not really. Would it make financial sense for you to take a small business loan, like $100,000, and use the money to buy 10 or more? Yeah. No, we do that time to time to where my dad will refinance. Obviously, my dad's been there 45 years. Building's been paid off multiple times over. But here and there, he'll take out $100,000 and go buy some more buy here, pay here cars with it. Because whatever the interest rate is, obviously it's not as high as what buy here, pay here rates are. So, yeah, we do that time to time. The only problem with that is, and my dad likes 100,000. He does 100,000 every time. It's like his magic number, but it doesn't last very long because say your average costs on your cars these days is for buy here, pay here. 7,500 divided by 7,500. It's only 13 cars. Typically, we've been selling about 20, 25 cars a month. So that's half a month's inventory. So it doesn't last very long. Car shows this weekend. Cool. Bulma looks like a happy puppy. She is a happy puppy. She's a hyper puppy. But she's not going to be happy tomorrow because she is going to the vet. Oh, did you hear that? You're going to the vet? She hates the vet. Of course, I don't know many dogs that love it, but she hates it. There was a steal on Marketplace Accession for 11. Sold within half the day. Yeah. Worth buying extended warranty or a scam? Yeah, 100,000 definitely does not go as far. Oh, you just sent me a pic? Did you order food yet, Itzy?
No, I was looking.
I haven't got nothing, Reggie. Yeah, 100,000 doesn't. My dad said when he used to buy, not even used to, like 10 years ago, average cost on the car was $3,500. When he first started the buy here, pay here, well, Get Smart, he's been doing buy here, pay here for decades. But Get Smart Auto was like in like 2004, 2005, 2008, somewhere around there. Their average cost was like $2,500. So yeah, it's 100,000 does not go as far. Is extended warranty a scam? It depends. It just depends. Put that Mustang in Meek and auction. It's, I wouldn't say a scam personally, but they try to weasel their way out of things. So if you buy a car and you get the warranty, and say you skipped an oil change or don't have documentation that you did an oil change but you lost the receipt, they're going to try to fight you that it's not covered. Or they guarantee your engine's good, but the one part that breaks in your engine, oh man, it's magically not covered. We don't cover that specific part. So they try to weasel out of a lot of stuff. I have had customers use, I don't sell warranties unless you go through a bank that I use that they offer warranties. And the customers that go through that bank, I do know some of them that have put like some good repair bills on it that have been covered. But it is a hassle. It's not quick. It's like a couple-week process. But would I buy one? Depends on the price of the car I'm buying. So like if I'm buying like a $40,000, $50,000 car, that the manufacturer warranty is expired, and I'm going to drive it a lot, I don't know. I'd probably buy one. But if I'm buying like a $20,000 car, that's going to be for like weekends, I wouldn't buy one. I would just put some money on the side to maintain it. Convince your dad. So Itzy wants to go for Meekum for our anniversary, 3 years. That's the only way she'll get me out of the office. But yeah, no, that is the only way my dad would go to one, is if he put his Mustang in there. Yeah, I never got a picture, Reggie. Unless you sent it somewhere. Somewhere else, I don't know. If you were to buy any vehicle on your lot, what would you pick? Always resisted warranty. I've heard some horror stories. Are you gonna put a ring on it for real? I don't know. I'm still, we got Itzy. We got like what? How many girls do we have in competition with you, Itzy? 5 or 6 girls are competing right now. But I don't know. We'll find out one of these days. I've always resisted warranty. I've heard some horror stories on that. She threw one of Bulma's toys at me. That Mexican jealousy, Latina. I don't know. I've heard some horror stories on them too. Like I said, it depends on your situation. Me being in the car business, I know. I mean, I repair cars every day. I fix cars every day. I don't have warranties on them. So, like me, if I buy a car, I know I'm gonna have to fix it. So, like in my head, I'm already prepared for it. So I don't need a warranty personally. But for like the average guy that buys a car, well, like the guy I sold a Honda to the other day, crying about a check engine light. Instead of being a man, you bought a $5,000 car. Let me take it to a mechanic shop, see what's wrong with it before I cry to a dealership. It's 8606 is the last 4. 8606. If, a lot of guys buy a car and expect it to be brand new. Of course, you want it to be running, driving, this and that. But I don't know. It just depends. Again, if I was buying an expensive car, yeah. If I was buying a cheaper car, no. Scared of that Latina heat. Bob, you must be asking me sleeping with Bulma tonight. I sleep with Bulma every night. She sleeps on me. I think Bulma runs the place. If I had to buy any car on my car lot, what would it be? Let's see. BMW, no. If you want headaches and crazy repair bills, something like this, yeah, you'd probably want to buy an aftermarket warranty on a BMW. This would be a good driver daily. I mean, the 6-speed personally doesn't make it a good daily driver, but it is a fun driver. So that would be in competition. My dad's been driving this one every day. C5s are the best driver. All right, now I got your text message, Reggie. Let me look at it here in a second. Personally, I wouldn't buy this car just because, it's not my style. Oh, okay. I thought this was Reggie. Okay. It's you. Perfect. I'll check it out here in a second. A collection. I'd buy this car. Obviously not buy that car. This would definitely not be in my list because this thing is a freaking monster truck and I would hate to have to get in and out of this thing daily. Focus, no. So if I had to choose a car on my personal inventory to buy, depends on what you want to use it for, of course. Best all-around car, in my opinion, would be either the C5 or Camaro. For all-around. I mean, every car has a specific purpose, I guess. But just, I mean, all around, for me, my style, be the Camaro or Corvette. I would choose a Corvette over a Camaro, but this one's later model, 6-speed, faster, so it would be funner to drive, personally. But I can understand why somebody would want, you know, like a Toyota RAV4. It would last them the rest of their life, pretty much, or a Honda. Are you an Apple or Android guy? I am an Apple, and my dad, he would love to have a flip phone. Actually, he would love to have no phone. He can barely work his phone to begin with. He would prefer to have no phone. He would like a flip phone. All right. Oh, awesome, man. That's sweet. Is that your dad driving it, Dustin? The picture you sent? Okay, now I got it, Reggie. Now I got it. So they're texting me pictures of some cars right now. Yeah, $11,000. Yeah, I bet that thing got scooped up pretty. He sent me a picture. You guys can't see because I got like a screen protector on here. But yeah, no wonder why that thing freaking sold in half a day. I remember when phones were for talking. That's awesome. So Chasing the Dragon sent me a picture. He's got a 59 Corvette. And your dad kind of looks like my dad a little bit, wearing a jacket, just cruising in that car. Some hair blowing in the wind. That's awesome. But yeah, that's one thing my dad hates about phones is he hates to text, hates to do all that stuff. And he's like what you just said. Phones are for talking. Phones are for talking, and
that's correct.
And so, you know, he doesn't want to text. He doesn't want to do none of that. He wants to call you, and of course, nobody wants to talk these days on the telephone. It's kind of weird too when I call somebody for, like, they send me a car they want to sell. It's like they're kind of, can we just text or email? I was like, man, I kind of want to talk and see what the car's all about. My dad is 68 years old. But yep, that's what we got going on. So I don't know, I'm trying to buy a lot cooler cars, but we are going into the summertime, so any month that starts with a J is horrible. Any month that starts with a J is horrible. So January is the worst month of the year. June, July are the second and worst months of the year for car sales. So I'm not really buying too heavy, I guess. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I want to buy cars so the lot looks cool, so our inventory looks good, and we can make good YouTube videos. But I also know that they're going to sit for a while because they don't move. Now, the classic stuff and the sports car stuff, they kind of heat up in the summertime a bit, but it's got to be the right cars. But in general, like the note cars, the buy here, pay here cars, everything's slumping. Expensive cars slumping. Not that the market's going down, but just people are vacationing. So like families are going to the water park, they're going to Hawaii, they're going to Florida, they're traveling. Kids are out, so they got to take care of the kids, so they don't have extra time to look at cars. They're spending more money on doing stuff. So when school starts back up in August and people stop going all over the place, August is a killer month. The month after is good too. It slows a bit up in October and November. It slows up. December gets really dead. January is like deceased. Then late February picks up hard. March goes hard. April strong. May strong. June, July just Yeah, for real. I don't think Itzy would like that too much. All the girls be trying to flirt with me. Oh man, look, there's Bobby. There's Bobby. Let me wash your cars, Bobby. Itzy would go out there and fight him. No, she says she's never been in a fight before. What is the most expensive car you have had in inventory? She's giving me a look right now. The most expensive car I've had in inventory.
The C8 of Eli.
Yeah, I know that's one of them, but I'm trying to think if I had any more expensive ones than that one. That I know of has been about close to 100,000. It was when the C8s first came out. I had one in stock on consignment, and that was close to, it was like 96,000. I'm sure my dad's had a couple of expensive ones that I just can't think of. But we're just not that kind of dealership that has that super expensive stuff. Like anything that I get that's over 40,000 is almost impossible. I wouldn't say impossible, but it's very hard for me to move. Unless it's like a C7 or something like that, but like this Camaro. This Camaro is the perfect. Hopefully, I'm trying to buy a C7 Z06, which is not my favorite car, but that'll be up there in price. It's just anytime I get over 40,000, it's like I don't have the clientele for it yet, or the people that, I don't know, watch me or what have you. I just haven't had any really luck with stuff over 40,000. The sweet spot for me is 20 to 25,000. But this is a good example. This Camaro. What's the worst sight unseen car that you've ever bought and regretted? Oh, that's a lot. Maybe not sight unseen, but there's a lot of cars we bought that I regret. This Camaro right here. So I told you guys I already have this car sold. I have it sold to another dealer for $40,000. He's gonna run this car through an auction, and it's gonna bring about $41,500, $42,000, somewhere between there, $41,500 to $42,000. Let's just do $42,000 for easy math. They're gonna pay $42,000 for this car at an auction, dealer auction. They're gonna have an $800 fee, $42,800. Assume $500 to ship it. So they're gonna have $43 and some change in the car by the time it gets to their car lot. Obviously, they got to make money on it, so assume on a car this price, $5,000. So they got to price it at $48,500 is what they're going to price this car at when it gets to their dealership. This exact car. And I have it priced at $43,500, which is going to be $5,000 cheaper than one, all the other comparables out there. Two, this one specifically, once it gets sold at auction, I have it priced $5,000 cheaper. And I have had maybe 2 people apply on it in the past 2 weeks. But whenever I sell it to an auction and whoever buys it there, They're gonna list it online for $48,500 and they're gonna sell it for $48,500. So that just goes to show you that I can price a car $5,000 below other cars, and yet I can't move it. Itsy was purchased. She was purchased sight unseen. Tinder, man, Tinder. I was the Tinder king and she dethroned me. I hope we get a 01. I would like to buy a 01. How much are the scat packs? I don't know. You know, what are really good buys in my opinion is like high mileage scat packs. Like you get a scat pack with like 90. Now this is a lot of miles, and I'm sure they're freaking hard miles. But you get a scat pack with like 90,000 miles on it, like a 2022, 2021. I can pick those cars up. I can't say can, but those cars will sell anywhere from $18,000 to $22,000 at an auction. I think that's a lot of car for the money. That's a lot of car for the money. But that's kind of what we got going on here. So I've actually been streaming a lot longer than I thought. So I think we're going to sign off because I still got to feed Itsy, got to feed the dog, and do all that stuff. So I'm going to go live again. Wednesday for the sale. That's every Wednesday. So seem about, I don't know, Wednesday, 10 a.m. roughly is when we go live next. I'll have a YouTube video coming out this week as well. Gonna try to start posting 2 a week, but probably this week could be one more week of just one video so I can stack them up more. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and just keep watching the videos, and I appreciate all you guys' support. You guys go to sleep. Have a great week. Let's all make some money, and hopefully everybody's in good health. So you guys take care. Have a good night. See y'all soon.